Most people who say they hate iPhones actually understand them better than the people who love them. Strange, right? Because most people assume people hate iPhones because they're expensive. But that's not really true. A lot of people who dislike iPhones aren't avoiding them because they can't afford one. They avoid them because they don't want to look like everyone else. This isn't about money. It's about identity. You've probably seen this type of person before. They'll say things like, iPhones are boring, iOS is too restrictive, there's no customization, the camera feels fake, and yet, they watch every Apple keynote, every review video, every comparison test. So if they really hated iPhones, why are they paying so much attention? Something doesn't add up. In reality, people who dislike iPhones often fall into three psychological patterns. First, they don't like being categorized. An iPhone isn't just a phone, it's a social signal, and not everyone wants to be placed into that category. Second, they want control over their technology. Android feels like, I control my device. iPhone feels like, the device controls me. That's not a hardware difference, that's a mindset difference. Third, they tried iPhone once, and it simply didn't fit them. And once people pick a side, they naturally start defending that choice. Not because the other side is bad, but because the brain wants consistency. Here's the interesting part. Most people who say they hate iPhones don't actually hate the phone itself. They react to what the iPhone represents. They're not rejecting the product, they're rejecting the image of its users. There's also a psychological effect that happens when something becomes too popular. The more people adopt it, the more others feel the urge to step away from it. Not because it's worse, but because it's everywhere. Sometimes, rejecting something popular is just a way of protecting individuality. So maybe people dislike iPhones because they want to be different? Not exactly. There's one deeper reason. The people who criticize iPhones the most are often the ones who seriously considered buying one, but didn't. And when you almost choose something, your brain starts searching for reasons to justify why you didn't. Psychologists call this cognitive dissonance protection. So sometimes, disliking iPhones isn't really about Apple at all. It's about protecting your own decisions. Just like coffee drinkers who criticize lattes, and manual drivers who criticize automatics, book lovers who criticize e-readers. It's rarely about what's better. It's about what we chose. Maybe the issue was never the iPhone. Maybe it was the feeling of not wanting to become just like everyone else. And sometimes, the things we criticize the most are the things we almost chose ourselves.